Cancer, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. This is Mary with Sayre Tarot. It's really late, and I wanted to get your readings out, so I'm trying to do whatever I can tonight. This is for the second half of September 2020. I appreciate you being part of my journey and allowing me to bring this to you by way of well, divine guidance. I'm being guided to bring this, okay? So let's talk about the situation that's going on right now. I have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of apprenticeship, you know, working with others. And, you know, learning about working with others. That's just it. They said stop. Okay, so then I have the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords is, she's going to be the Page of Swords here. Yep. Yep, Page of Swords. Every deck, this is still a new deck for me, so. Okay, so Page of Swords is, you know, finding out about some information, maybe doing research and getting some information about something. Then I have the Two of Pentacles, and this would be, this is like a juggling energy, being in two places at once, but no longer. At one time, somebody was in this energy, but it looks like that a choice has been made, or there's no more choice. Maybe somebody needed to make a choice, but that choice has been taken away. Okay, last card in this bit here is a Ten of Pentacles, and this is a financial loss. This is a, you know, loss of a legacy. This feels like it is because of what was found out and how the information changed the options, okay? So if you realize that, here's an example, you had some friends, okay? And you guys did things together, or you had a business with them, and you guys spent a lot of time together. And you found out that somebody was being unfaithful with one of these persons, or somebody was stealing from the company, that information would stop somebody from making that choice, would take that option away from one party, okay? Whether it's seeing that party or whether it's being in business or being in relationship with you, that took the choice away. Therefore, the abundance was lost there, okay? Anything that could have grown from there and been part of something long-term is no longer an option. So it could mean dismantling the thing completely, or it could mean just stopping that kind of behavior. But it means many things. It means all of those things. That's what they're saying. Okay, so we're going to look at the combined energy of each card, of both cards. So we're going to look at this and this together, okay? All right, so I have the Nine of Pentacles here. So because somebody found out this information, maybe they decided that I can do this on my own. I don't need a group effort. like somebody's just tough enough, wise enough that she or she, that's single, they can still do this. Maybe they take the company with them. Maybe it was always their company and they decided to have others help those that were involved, to allow them to be part of it, to help them, help another party. Okay, so, but they can do this on their own. They're saying that I'm abundant enough, I have ambition enough. It's something of a stepping up in belief in yourself. Because after this, hey, I can just go back to this. I don't have to be part of this. I've got enough and I can do this on my own. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is everyday mastering one's life. This is interesting. If we go 10 of Pentacles reversed down to the 9 and then 8, I can master my own life day in and day out. Because what I found out about no longer wanting to be in two worlds, or no longer wanting to be an option, I can make the decisions for myself and walk my own path and master it. Master it myself, not wait for anybody. Next card. And then I have the Judgment reverse. So, between these two energies, I have Judgment reversed. So let's look at those. So feeling like I don't have a choice or haven't made a choice or no longer being juggled. And then this loss. Both of these are putting somebody in a place where they're having trouble closing out the cycle. Maybe they're, let me just get another card. What does that mean? It means a lot of things to different people. It could be that more processing needs to be done. So we don't find ourselves in the same situation once we get comfortable and ready to love again. That we work on the lessons and whatever we need to change within us to keep us from having this codependent kind of a savior, wanting to save other people. Okay? And I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse because this will continue to keep us in like a karmic wheel. Yeah, a karmic wheel. It needs the lessons need to be integrated and understand why we get this. We keep getting ourselves here. And it seems like a cycle that's happening. Whether it's happening with this person, I'm going to get another card, or with other people in the same type of situations. That they may seem different in the beginning, but they end up the same. Okay? So, Cancer, we're going to look at this Knight of Cups now. This is when how we have hope and we see somebody and they seem like the right person and they bring us a cup of love and we accept it, and that they have their heart in their hand, so to speak, but they can be somebody. So the Knight of Cups can be somebody that may have stars in his eyes and may, one of the things with the Knight of Cups is to make sure that he's going to be around. It could be a romantic situation, and sometimes they lose interest quickly because they're knights, So I want to understand what we need to know about these two energies, about mastering day in, day life so we're successful, and this is strong in our own power. See, where we don't feel like we need to save or give our power away or feel guilty about what we have. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Page of Swords. This can be like infiltration, what we found out. What did we find out about ourselves? Maybe we didn't like. Maybe we found out that we've overlooked things. They've been right in front of us. Maybe we tell ourselves lies. Page of Swords reverse also to me is information that's not truthful. Maybe the overlooking is how we lie to ourselves, that things are what they are, when they may not be. And then we have Justice here. To bring justice to ourselves and be able to live in this more confident energy of being single and abundant. Or to be single and abundant, we must bring justice and face the truth of this situation. It's important we balance our own scales and not wait for others to balance them for us. Because whose life is it? Okay, so let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. Thought I had two cards here. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. So this is making a decision or feeling like we made the wrong decision. As we review our life, day in and day out, master our life. See, this is apprentice. This is mastery. As we master our own life, we realize that maybe some of the decisions we made were not the best ones. And maybe we didn't have enough foresight when we chose, or even though we did see things, we lied to ourselves, or we just acted like they weren't there. We didn't, I don't want to say, acknowledge them. Okay. That is how we change the cycle. We end the cycle in the right way. So that's where we make the right judgments and we can restart into a new cycle. So this doesn't repeat. That's how we flip this judgment into the end of the cycle as the world upright. Okay. So what is it that Cancer needs to know? I'll assist you. I'm going to keep going with the Gothica cards. I'm going to pull the energy of these two now. It's going to cut the deck. I have the One of Pentacles reversed. And then I'm going to pull on these two energies, which is the Eight of Pentacles and the Judgment in reverse. And this is the Fool. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what blocks my abundance. You know, what is delaying my abundance here? So we have wanting to move in this action. Wanting to move in this direction and finishing out the cycle. If you're still feeling delayed here, what is it that needs to be done? So between these two, mastery and day in and day life is to leave this old stuff behind and know that we've closed the cycle, getting back into the full energy. So this is a card. The Fool is, I believe, Sagittarius and Aries. Getting out there again and with the childlike wonder to be happy and not to carry that burden, the baggage, to process that, leave it behind, understand that, it could have been the way we were raised. It could have been what people told us we couldn't do. It could have been many things, but to identify those things and take each one at a time and work on it until that's our day in and day out life mastery. Like brushing our teeth, going for walks, exercising, going to work, and working on our own body, mind, and soul, the balance within those, and, our mental health, physical health, emotional health. Okay, so the processing of this information may be what's delaying some of our movement forward and our abundance. It could be just getting moving. That could be it too. Just stepping out and going, okay, what am I going to do? Okay, this is what I want to do. But it has something to do with, I feel like, a business that you may have thought about or you had with someone else or somebody's partners, that maybe it's time to take this on your own. Do it your way. Do it the way you've always wanted to do it, that you knew would be successful. Okay, so I'm going to pick these up, and I think we're going to just pull a few cards here. This is a creativity deck. I'll let you look at that. Time. Time can be seen as both linear and a spiral circling back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Yeah, so there will be times during the time that the reflection is needed to look at past. When you feel yourself being afraid of that the same thing is going to happen again, then it may be time to go back in time and look at when you felt that way before and what happened. So to be able to process that instead of just shutting down, to look at the situation, the details, and say, well, is this, reflect back and forth. And if this happened right now, do I just walk away and not take a risk? Or but I can't move forward if I don't take some risk. So am I seeing red flags, or is it fear? Really going back and forth and evaluating what's I don't like to say what's real and what's not, because what we're feeling is always real. But seeing if what we're feeling holds weight, okay? And then, or if it's just an echo from the past that we still need to resolve, like trust issues. Okay, the next card is, sorry about my throat. It's kind of cool as they're kind of looking up, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, like butterflies and skeletons and stars. Let go. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your... What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? That's perfect. What is standing in your way, you think? If I try again, it's going to be like before, so how can I do that? So I feel stuck. I want to do that, but okay. So again, it's looking at the details. What's the biggest thing standing out right now that you're afraid you're going to make a mistake in? So take that and do it differently. Do it better. Build in, front load the mistakes that were made. Look at those and find ways around it right from the beginning, or to address it. And then we have this guy on a burro, okay? He's not looking like he's moving very fast, stuck. You may be stuck because you are overly attached to a method or piece. There it is. So, it's interesting how the cards will tell those things, right? Time. Let go. Stuck. Okay, so here's the thing. I got 51, 53, and 34. That's a 6, that's an 8, and that's a 7. They may mean something. They may not to you. But let's take this moment, read these 3 cards, and say, well, what am I not seeing? Because this needs to come from you. What do you think it is? Even in our stuck places, we can still create movement. We can get ready for things to change. We can get ready for pandemics to be over. We can do something within the space that we have. We can always grow within that space. I don't know who that's for, but let's pull a couple cards on stuck. I'm going to use the Amente deck. We're going to just wrap this up pretty quick here. I honor virtue. There are virtuous people. And if you honor virtue and you're not walking in the virtues that you would like others to have, then maybe that's something that needs to be looked at. But if everybody you come across is not virtuous in the ways that you feel is important, then that would be like honesty, integrity. Honesty, integrity. So that would be temperance, prudence, courage, and justice. So balance, body, mind, and soul, prudence. Exercise caution and remain practical. Courage, well, we know what courage is, and justice. Do what is fair and remember to do what is right. Courageous is to keep an open heart and stay strong in the face of adversity. So this is how we get ourselves unstuck, by looking at our own virtues. And we must start there. Then we vibrate at, where we vibrate is what we attract. Okay, let go. Let's look at that one. I spread joy. How do we let go? By finding our happy place. So that would be whatever you think spreading joy is. I mean, maybe you're really good at drawing or painting. Maybe you're good at conversations or telling stories. Let go. Don't be afraid to be happy. Don't be afraid to release some of the pain and the darker energies that have kept you stuck and made you afraid. You can let go and still have control, enough control. I listen to opposing opinions. That's really important. So maybe in your reflection in the past, when the past opportunities or situations come back, you can say, well, what might have maybe in the ones you knew there were different opinions and things were taken, like sometimes we can project our feelings on someone else, and that wasn't it at all. And we can go to extremes because we're emotional. And I do that. I think a lot of people have done that. Not everybody will admit it, but yeah. I mean, after it's gone away and it's down the road, we can admit it. But anyway, listening to opposing opinions is why somebody acted a certain way, here's an example, why somebody cheated on you, okay? because they're just jerks. That's one opinion. The other opinion would be that's the way their parents acted. That's all they knew as a coping mechanism that the father would do when he didn't agree with what the mother was doing. That way he could pull her back. And, it was this dance that they did, and that's what they learned. And that their parents were able to stick together, and it was just something they did. Okay. So you could see it from a different way because it seemed normal to them. That was a way somebody withdraws. Another way people withdraw maybe is like through drugs or alcohol. And then they go down, it depends on what they're doing while they're doing that and where they end up. But you see, that's looking at it from different opinion. What was the real motivation? Why do people take certain actions? There's all kinds of different reasons why people act the way they do, and they don't honor their own virtue, is because of their own trauma. Okay? And that's just something to keep in mind as we look at others, to be, a little bit reflective there. So I hope that helps you in the next week or so. And my thoughts will be with you. So have a good rest of your month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.